Hey, it's February the 23rd, 2024, and welcome to News with Nancy. Hey, thanks for joining me. I haven't been on in a while, but there's so much craziness going on in the world. I had to come on and talk about some of this stuff that's happening. I think what's really bothering me more than anything is what they're doing to Donald Trump. And whether you believe or whether you root for Donald Trump or not, what's happening is really scary because this could happen to each and every one of us. Now, here's the headline. Trump judge gross unfair on display in New York civil fraud case. Jonathan Turley says judge, author, and Goron denies Trump request to delay payment of the 355 million in the civil fraud penalty. This is absolutely crazy. He didn't defraud anybody. New York judge's ruling in mocking tone was a display of gross unfairness, Jonathan Turley says, Fox News contributor. He weighed in after a New York judge refused to grant former President Trump a 30-day delay in paying the $355 million fine. You know, this is a really horrible situation because there's nobody who has been done wrong here. And they're really trying to bankrupt Trump so that he can't become president. And it just shows you what the establishment, what lengths that they will go to keep him down. And I have to give him credit. Like I said, whether you root for him or not, I always look at both sides of the coin. You know, what they're doing to him. Could you imagine if they did that to you or somebody in your family and how you would feel? And our country's really being destroyed right now, and it's really sad. The same thing's going on. Oh my gosh, I pulled this, Trump's Georgia lawyers surfaced phone records in effort to remove prosecutors. Here you have these prosecutors in Georgia who were having an affair. And she hires this guy. I don't know if you guys have watched any of this, who is going to be the lead prosecutor, and they're sleeping together. And she's paying him $650,000 a year, and they're on vacation together. So this says the lawyers presented an affidavit describing cell phone records that they will likely use to try to prove the prosecutors lied about when they began a romantic relationship. Lawyers representing former President Donald J. Trump are continuing to press their argument that the lead prosecutors in the Georgia election interference case are lying about when their romantic relationship began, surfacing phone records on Friday, that's today, that they will likely use to try to undercut the prosecutors. What it looks like is the investigation said that the data suggested that on two specific occasions, Mr. Wade was in the vicinity of Ms. Willis's residence beginning late at night and ending before dawn. One of these occasions was late on the night of September 11th, 2021. So this has gone on for a long time. So we'll see what happens. But, we need to stand up. And you know who is standing up? Oh my gosh, I love this. You know who's standing up are the truckers. And I love this. I think this is great. Pro-Trump truckers warn New York City boycott will hand their jobs to immigrants. Well, I Googled just to see, jobs for New York truckers, and there's a ton of them because pro-Trump truckers called for a boycott of New York City after the former president's fraud ruling have faced new criticism online, with many now warning that their jobs will be replaced by migrants. I don't think the migrants can drive the trucks. People don't realize how difficult semis are to drive. Just my opinion. On Friday, this is today, New York City Judge Arthur Engoron ruled that Trump must pay the $355 million in penalties in the civil case. But what's happening is, in response to the ruling, a number of pro-Trump social media users began urging truckers to boycott New York City by refusing to accept routes into it and potentially disrupting its economy. I've been on the radio talking to drivers for about the past hour, and I've talked to about 10 drivers. One prominent user named Chicago Ray wrote, I don't know how far across the country this is or how many truckers are going to start denying loads going to New York City. But I'll tell you what, they say F around and find out. Oh my God. So these guys are serious, man. And I think it's great. We got to stick up for our own. We got to stick together, you guys. I think that's the only thing we can do at this point, because the people who are in charge right now are not out for us. Here we go. Oh my gosh. Here's the headline. Biden weighs invoking executive authority to stage border crackdown ahead of 2024 2024 election. So we have millions of people come across our border illegally. Poor Greg Abbott, sitting in Texas, has done everything he can to prevent it. Now they're coming in San Diego and Arizona. They don't know what to do with them. And he's going to do something about it so he can get elected. And the guy can't even, give us a decent speech or speak about anything intelligently. I don't know what's going to happen here, you guys, but we need to stand up and use your vote. Make sure you vote when it comes time. And let's all band together and stick together, because this stuff is getting crazy. It's bad enough that you go to the gas station and gas prices have soared and they don't need to be high. We have plenty of gasoline here in the United States. We have so much that we could use it to help our economy. And groceries. I saw a thing where Tucker Carlson went over to Russia and he went with like 4 or 5 guys, and they went to the grocery store and they bought groceries for an entire week, and they figured out how much it would have cost, like in American money. They did the math, and it was like $125 for a week for 5 or 6 guys. That's what it cost them. So that should tell you a lot, that inflation here has really gotten out of control. And I just want to mention that I've been out speaking and I've been teaching people to connect with their guardian angels. I was in LA. I'm heading out to Florida next month. I hope if you're down there, I'm going to be in Deerfield, Boca, and I'm going to be at the New Life Expo, and I'm going to be talking about the angels, and I'm going to be there the whole weekend. So if you want to come and see me, get an angel reading and meet me, I want you guys to do it, because and I'll be down there. Oh, I have my books too. I've relaunched my book, Wake Up, the Universe is Speaking to You. This is the original that you'll probably see at Barnes and Noble, and this is the new one that you'll see on Amazon.com. So if you want to pick up my book. Also, before I never pump myself up and tell you guys what's going on, but my new book, An Angel Guide to Communicating, is going to be coming out. Gosh, they're saying maybe in 10 months. So it's a communication guide. It teaches you how to connect with your guardian angel. And it also talks about how to connect to God. And I have all the messages in there from Gabriel. So it's a really fantastic book, and it is coming out soon. And we're going to do pre-orders pretty quick here. So I'll let you know about that. What else do I want you to know? Oh, yes, I have a couple classes that are coming online. They will be live. I will be teaching them, and you'll be able to ask me questions. And the first one's going to be coming up in April. I don't have the exact date yet, but it's April. And it's going to be angel communication using spiritual law, me teaching you how to communicate with your guardian angel. So it's going to be a cool one. It won't be really expensive, and it's going to be 4 weeks. So it'll be a lot of information, but stuff that we really need to know to keep ourselves centered at this time. So I want to bring these things up to you so you know what's going on and what's coming up. I have a lot of exciting things going on, and I will be bringing this to you. I will be in New York too, by the way. I'll be in Manhattan in October. So if you're in the New York area, you can come and see me then. Also, I want to talk about this young lady who they found really sad. She was 22. This comes from Georgia. The headline reads, "Person of Interest Questioned After Woman Found Dead on University of Georgia Campus." This is really sad. So a friend called police after Laken Hope Riley, 22, went for a run and did not return. And officers found her body with visible injuries in a forested area in Athens, the school said. This just came through, so I wanted to send prayers to the family. A person of interest is being questioned after a college student was found dead Thursday on the campus of the University of Georgia. University police did not offer details on the person, stressing a statement that this continues to be an active, ongoing investigation. They said she was a student at the University of Georgia, but did attend college at another institution in Athens and had gone for a jog. Okay, and was later found dead with visible injuries. This is so sad. Police said foul play was suspected, and on Friday the case was called a homicide investigation. So they say they've learned this morning that authorities in Athens have confirmed that she was a college of nursing student. So she was going to school to be a nurse. And it's just so sad that this stuff is going on right now. And prayers to the family and prayers to her. I know she's in a better place, and God bless. She had so much ahead of her. People don't realize these young people, they have so much ahead of them, and what a great loss. And I just wanted to say that today. Well, guys, we have lots of awesome shows coming up on the high road. I'm not going to do as many as I have been. I'll be doing maybe one or two a week at the most, but I really appreciate everybody tuning in. Got some cool ones coming up on UFOs, near-death experiences, that type of thing. And I think it'll be fun. And I've got another one I'm going to put out this weekend for you guys that talks about fear and talks about the fear in our bodies. And we did a really good interview the other day, and I'll get that out to you this weekend. So, having said that, I just want to wish everybody a fabulous weekend. Everyone take care. Thanks for watching, and God bless.